fire, 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 fire. Alright, what is this? Amazon's inevitable enshittification. It is already happening. And Chad, how many times you've ordered something off of Amazon and it's not what you thought it was? It's just like this piece of crap, cheap shit that barely works. And then you realize you should have done your research. It's like, it's gotten worse.
Amazon's business offering is changing because it needs to change.
No, it's not Timo, I'm telling you,
The tech conglomerate has so many fingers and so many pies, it has found itself exposed to basically every risk and opportunity in the market today. Softening demand for maxed out customers, pushback from exploited third-party retailers, returns fraud, investors who want to actually start.
Federal regulator says Amazon can be held responsible for faulty goods sold on its marketplace. You're telling me this isn't an issue?
Seeing some profits on all the AI hype, a growing dependence on advertising revenue, a degrading customer experience, competition from Chinese retailers who are selling a lot of the same crap anyway, and the fact that they are literally running out of human beings who haven't already worked for them before and quit. It's easy, and honestly sometimes really a little bit fun to point out the flaws.
I'm pretty sure everyone that I've known has at least had a job at Amazon for like 2 weeks. I'm not even kidding. It's very common.
Flaws and challenges in a business that has screwed over so many people. But the Amazon case study is more important than that. It perfectly encapsulates the strengths and weaknesses of the modern business strategy as it tries to be so many different things to so many different people. You might think that all of these problems are just another recession indicator, or yet another case of juicing short-term gains at the expense of long-term reputation. But the inconvenient truth is that a lot of these challenges were inevitable from the very beginning. Online retail is the most competitive business in the world. Amazon dominated early e-commerce by offering an incredible service below cost to build a one-stop market.
Didn't they used to just sell books? Yeah, Amazon used to just have books.
But now that it has, it cannot maintain it without making a long list of very unpopular sacrifices.
It's blowing it out of the fence. What good is a vacuum that spreads the dirt?
Sellers losing hundreds to thousands overnight.
Man.
Amazon shutting down accounts for absolutely no reason.
It does not matter what you're going to make on the product. This is going to be a bad result almost every time.
It's Amazon Prime Day, and in case you don't know, the entire website is just a lie.
It's cheaper, aggressively promotional, programmed to sell you useless stuff.
It doesn't matter to me whether we're a pure internet player.
Timo's crap though. Like, I'll give you that. I don't know who buys stuff from Timo. Do you guys buy stuff from Timo? I've never done that. It's always cheap crap though. Women? I guess I'm not a woman then.
Matters to me.
My mom does. My mom does not. She knows better, I guess. Timo's absolute trash. My mom buys stuff from Timo. Dude, what is going on? Why is everyone's mom buying crap?
That's customer service.
Despite all of the problems in the world, the American spirit to consume is still going strong.
Oh yeah, and it's spreading to every other country too. You think your country doesn't spend? You're about to get Americanized.
This year, Amazon extended its Prime Day sales to 4 days, and once again announced record results. The expectation was that the company, in combination with the other retailers that were forced to put on sales in response, would generate 2 Black Fridays worth of sales over this time, just without the trampling. And I mean, really, what's the point of that? But behind the scenes, there was cause for concern. Their official announcement focused more on how AI was helping people shop, and how much people saved, but nowhere did it list how much they had actually spent. Third-party guesstimates have said that despite running for twice as many days as last year and offering longer overall savings on big-ticket items, sales growth was only up by 4.9%, with other reports suggesting results significantly worse.
Wouldn't you chalk it up to, you know, the economy? People who want to buy houses, they don't want to buy crap. At least smarter people. Not everyone. Some people don't care. No more COVID stimmies. That's also true. I remember when I got my COVID stimmy. Oh my gosh. I bought myself a new couch. I was very happy. Because my old couch was falling apart. I couldn't sit on it anymore.
Reading between the lines of the company's press release, they were focused almost exclusively on the service benefits that come with a Prime membership.
No, they increased the price for Black Friday, so regular price becomes the sales price, and everyone is wised up. Wait, yeah, someone in my chat told me last time. Yeah, you guys told me this last time there was like a Prime Day. I forget what was being brought up, but yeah, people were saying that the reason why people don't do that anymore is because they realized that it was just a scam. They're doing the thing where it's like you raise the prices and then you cut it by half and it's like, oh yeah, we're doing a sale. It's not actually a sale.
Like Amazon Music, fuel discounts, a Grubhub subscription, and Prime Video rather than the retail side of their business. Because that business kinda sucks. Amazon has invested tens of billions of dollars to build out the most efficient, hyper-optimized distribution network in the world. It has massive economies of scale.
It's boxy, not flippy.
Petabytes of customer data, a captive market of subscription customers, and even then, the actual retail operations of its business are barely profitable. Express delivering individual packages to customers' doors is just really expensive when compared to a competitor like Walmart.
You know what? I will say, if the clankers take the jobs, that's less people pissing in bottles and having normal jobs, I hope. I don't want people working for Amazon and being basically slaves, man. I really don't. Make the clankers do it.
Walmart, where customers have to take themselves to the product, not the other way around. The point is, the company just doesn't have that much wiggle room when it wants to compete on price with a fundamentally cheaper system. So it has had to slowly make sacrifices, which are admittedly looking excellent on financial statements, but have caused 4 serious problems in a business that markets itself on customer obsession. The first problem is a growing reliance on advertising bloat. Amazon is now one of the largest advertising businesses in the world. According to company financials, they have made almost $60 billion last year from advertising alone, a revenue segment that outpaced every other part of the business. Amazon now brings in more money from advertising than it does through its Prime subscription.
I wonder why it's so high though, because I feel like Amazon has kind of been in the, what is it called, like the human zeitgeist of advertising, of consumerism for like the last, I want to say 7 or 6 years before COVID. Like, why would you keep investing? Like, fucking everyone knows about Amazon. You have a baby born, they know about Amazon at this point. Yeah.
Serviced by a significant margin.
It's a black hole.
The most publicized place where these ads started popping up was on Prime Video. The company was one of the first to roll out ads.
They sell advertising. Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. Oh, okay. So they sell advertising because they have such a huge platform. Okay.
On top of an already paid streaming service. For the 3 of you who have actually watched Rings of Power, I am sure this was very annoying. Now, it would be hypocritical of me to say that advertising is just always bad. I wouldn't be able to pay my team or myself if it wasn't for advertising. And I very much believe that as long as it is reputable, I would rather take an advertiser's money than my audience's. However, when people were already paying for a service, there was understandably a bit more pushback. But stream advertising wasn't where the real money or the real problems were anyway.
Never make a product that was free into a service that you have to pay for. People will get pissed and leave. I get scared of that all the time. I'm like, one day fucking Twitch is gonna go off the wall and I'm gonna have to find an alternative to stream on because they're gonna have to make people like fucking pay for shit constantly. Not just ads. I'm not talking about like having to watch ads and all that shit. Like, holy shit, man.
If you had tried to search for a specific product on Amazon recently,
you guys are off your rocker. YouTube fucking claps you over the head with fucking ads. Y'all are cooked, man. All streaming services make you play ads all the time. I also can't react on YouTube as well, but like that's besides the point.
I need to tell you that sponsored listings have become far more invasive. This advertising space is some of the most valuable anywhere in the world, because people who are literally searching for a specific product in an online marketplace are about the most high-intent customers imaginable.
And people who think that, people who pay for the advertising know that people that search for a specific product will always take the top product as long as it kind of looks professional without doing research. This very well could be a piece of crap. I don't fucking know that. But look, oh wow, look, it's doing this thing and like it looks cool. I like that. And then they dismiss every other thing.
Brands are now spending several $billion per month to get their products to show up first. If the company can't sell ad spots in a particular category, they will just give them away to their own white label brands.
Yeah.
There also isn't a lot of pressure from the company to make sure these advertisers are promoting products that are, well, you know, good. An investigation by the FTC found
No,
that
they
Bezos
don't.
himself, while he
What?
was still in charge, pushed executives to accept junk ads because they were so profitable that in a report he was quoted saying, "The revenue generated by advertisements eclipsed the revenue lost by degrading consumer shopping experience."
Oh my god,
Now, to be fair,
what?
he was right. Over the last year, Amazon's combined retail operations have grown their margins to be wider than even Walmart, who you
Have you guys ever bought something off of Amazon and it wasn't good, and you demanded a refund and wrote a bad review, and then the business contacted you and said, "Hey, we're gonna give you $10 to change your review"? I've had that happen before and it pissed me the fuck off. I told them to go fuck themselves. Yeah, and that's illegal on Amazon, by the way.
will remember has lower operating overhead. They might talk a lot about high-tech automation in their warehouses, or AI shopping assistants, but the real driver of these profit margins has been advertising within the online store itself. This has fundamentally changed the nature of the business. The company is still customer-obsessed, but you are not their customer. Their customers are advertisers. You and the millions of other people that shop online through them every month are the product they
That's
sell
why it's
to those
getting
customers.
shitified.
And that's just the
You're worth less than the advertiser, so you're just gonna get screwed.
first problem. So it's time to learn how money works to find out why Amazon's great in shitification was inevitable. This week's video is brought to you by Brilliant. Brilliant is a learning app that helps you become a better thinker and problem solver through thousands of interactive lessons across math, science, data, and computer science. What makes a difference is how you learn. Instead of watching someone explain a concept, you're solving problems, playing with ideas, and building intuition step by step. It's a proven method that's
Brilliant.
way more effective and honestly a lot more fun. I've been going through their updated logic and programming with functions course, and they
guys like
really
fun?
pull you
I
in.
like fun.
You start small puzzle-style challenges, basic code snippets, and before you know it, you're designing systems and reasoning through complex problems. It's the kind of
Wow.
learning that actually
I don't like
sticks.
this. This is too
And the
many
best part is
numbers.
how easy it is to stay consistent.
I don't
Whether
think
I've
it's
got
easy.
5 minutes on my phone or a full hour on my laptop, it always feels productive.
This is too
So
many
if you've been
numbers.
wanting
I
to
don't like
sharpen your
this.
problem-solving skills or just finally understand stuff you wish school had taught better, Brilliant's a great place to start. You can try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days
Wow,
at
there's Einstein on there.
brilliant.org/howmanyworks. And if you decide to stick with it, you'll get 20% off an annual premium
I don't like
subscription.
numbers. Numbers are stupid.
Okay, so you were
Like
probably
me.
already aware that for most of Amazon's history, the loss-making storefront was subsidized by early investors and then the company's massively profitable Amazon Web Services.
Oh yeah.
Amazon was one of the first to realize that it could
Amazon owns so many fucking servers. It's crazy.
effectively rent out the spare space on their server infrastructure and let
Holy
other businesses
shit.
get access to globalized hosting without having to build out their
And they own so much of it too, and people think it's okay.
own data centers.
People don't
In the
know
most
yet.
recent letter
This
to
is gonna be a
shareholders, they
problem.
made special mention of recent contracts they have signed with organizations like PayPal, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Reddit, Japan Airlines, Northrop Grumman, and the U.S. Army. These contracts will pay out
I
billions
thought that said Heinz Ketchup, and I was like, why the fuck does Heinz Ketchup need a server?
of dollars with strong margins because once the upfront investment in the server hosting is made, the actual ongoing expenses are comparatively minimal. This part of the business makes more profit every year than the company has ever made from retail, which begs the question.
This is also part of the reason why Twitch is never going to get yelled at by Amazon to clean up their shit, because they're not making fucking any money and they don't really give a crap about them. They're just gonna let them rot, to be honest, until something really, really bad happens.
Why don't they just give up on retail, which is causing them so many problems, and focus exclusively on AWS? Well, that has a lot to do with the second major problem Amazon is facing: the uncertain value of all that money they are throwing into AI. In the last annual letter to shareholders, the company CEO spoke about next generation's whys in their business. And the top 3 whys that he was addressing from shareholders was, why is AI so important? Why invest so much into AI this quickly?
Oh
Why
my
do chips
lord.
and AI need to be this expensive? And why have personal assistants not taken off yet? He gave the standard corporate-approved answers and it's a public release, so I am not going to waste your time reading them here.
Thank
but
you.
the questions themselves highlighted some pretty clear pressure from shareholders to
AI's not even that good yet, honestly. I'm all for the little fucking workers zipping around and stuff, but AI itself is really fucking dumb. You still need human intervention and supervision for all of it. We're not like fucking 50 years in the future where it's like more of a sentient concept. AI is asset coding. I'm not even talking about that. I think it just seriously still needs a lot of human supervision. It's more of a tool right now than like a, you know, and it can do everything itself. And that's what they like to advertise to shareholders because people are fucking retarded. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Hell, like, have you ever interacted with ChatGPT? It's dumb. Like, you have to fucking baby it along a lot.
Actually,
even though that's an LMM, I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh, well, it's not AI, it's an LMM." I fucking get it, but like, it's still stupid.
Some results on all the promises of AI. According to Bloomberg, top tech companies spent $200 billion last year on capital expenditures related to AI. The biggest investor out of all of them was Amazon, which alone sunk more than $70 billion into AI infrastructure.
What's
To
Alphabet?
use the technical corporate terminology,
Chat, what's Alphabet? Amazon, Meta, that's Facebook, Microsoft. What's Alphabet? Google. They rebranded themselves again? Oh my god.
infrastructure.
I
To
thought
use the
Google was
technical corporate
Google.
terminology, that is a fuck ton of money. But it's actually worse than it sounds.
It's been that way
This
for
is
years.
just capital expenditure.
Oh. Huh. I did not know that then. I thought it was just Google.
Which typically means money spent on tangible assets like
bad.
office space, warehouses, trucks, and in this case, racks on racks on racks of GPUs. That means it does not include the salaries for all the developers, the R&D budget to develop their own chips, the terawatt hours of
Holy.
energy they are pumping into this, or the missed opportunity of what could have been done with this money instead. Capital expenditures also typically build up capital in the business.
Yeah.
If a company spends $1 billion on a new office, they haven't lost $1
Investors.
billion. They've just transferred it from cash into real estate on the balance sheet. But the NVIDIA chips that make up a majority of Amazon spending have a very short shelf life. In 10 years' time, a commercial real estate investment will still be worth money. If the business is lucky, it might have even appreciated in value. But to those of you who are still running a rig with a 1060 in it, you will know that in 10 years, these current state-of-the-art GPUs aren't going to be worth diddly.
Yeah.
Setting money on fire at this scale has literally never been done in the history of business. And there
That
are
means it's worth the risk to them. Which is kind of scary to think about, to be honest.
a lot of shareholders that are suggesting that maybe it would just be better to do stock buybacks with that money instead. However, if this all pays off, Amazon's retail division would stand to benefit more than any other business in the world. Automated shopping, warehousing, and last-mile delivery would transform their current high-revenue, low-margin business into
I can't wait for the first, like, clanker delivery driver to fucking cause a car accident and people freaking the fuck out over it. It's gonna happen, like, statistically speaking. There's gonna be some sort of automated delivery driving and it's gonna cause a car accident. They already have? I don't think they have, like, self-driving Amazon delivery drivers, do they? Driverless vehicles already done that? No, I'm saying for Amazon specifically, you dummies.
even higher revenue,
I know
high
they still
margin
have car
business.
crashes now.
But with
I've
every year that goes
obviously-
by, there are tens of billions of dollars that need to be made up with these cost savings. And that much money pays for a lot of wage cages and, well, let's call them tactical.
4chan loves this diagram. The wagey cage.
And, well, let's call them tactical jobs. But that's actually the third problem.
Amazon lets its driver's urine be sold as an energy drink. Are you fucking serious? This is like... I beg your pardon. Is this real? Amazon lets its driver's urine be sold as an energy drink. This guy always posts like real shit, right? A new documentary alleges I turned bottles of Amazon's driver's pee into a #1 bestseller. Not The Onion. Oh. Why did my screen just go black? Hello? Why did my screen just go black? Okay, we're back. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? Virus? No! I'm scared. All I did was click on the article to find out if it's real or not. Okay, anyway, let's carry on. Jesus. They heard you talking shit. The clankers! I'm sorry, clanker.
Which also explains why Amazon is going all in on AI and automation. They are running out of people to work for them. Amazon is the second largest private employer in America after Walmart. and most of that headcount is warehouse or delivery
Wait,
staff.
Walmart's number
The conditions
one?
in these
Holy
roles
shit.
are very bad.
Yes.
Warehouse and delivery work is physically demanding.
Yes.
The pay is low, and the deadlines are strict,
I'm
and
always super
turnover
nice
is
to them.
massive.
I'm always super nice to them. The delivery drivers that come to my apartment and leave like boxes, I'm always really nice and I give them nice reviews.
According to leaked documents published by Engadget, the company had a turnover rate of 150%, which in plain English means it was
What?
effectively replacing its
Holy
entire workforce
shit.
every 9 months.
More than it! What?
With more than 1 million employees in total, this means that it would only
150?
take about a decade before literally every able-bodied working-age person in America who wasn't already employed at a better job would have worked for Amazon.
Yeah,
Even aside from the
very
harsh working
common.
conditions, the company does not encourage employee tenure, statistically preferring to hire new college graduates over offering internal promotions to warehouse staff. Only around 4%
They do this in corporate America everywhere. I think with Amazon it's the most egregious, but in corporate America, any job is like this too. They'll just be like, fuck it. Like, it's kind of like, this is a good example. Like, medical staff, they laid off a bunch of people and then just rehired them after COVID was over, or at least, like, you know, quote unquote over. Yeah, they just gave them a 6 months vacation, laid them off, and then rehired, like, new people or other people. Or hired them back if you're lucky.
of warehouse managers,
'Cause they're
let alone
scummy.
floor staff, were promoted
Piece of
into a
shit.
corporate role according to the same report. The company could pay its employees more or relax the punishing deadlines, but that would either cost them the margins they had fought so hard for or slow down the fast deliveries that they have built their brand on. The hope that they have been relying on for almost 2 decades at this point is mass automation of the retail operations that will eliminate the need for masses of floor staff in the first
Look at
place.
him go!
In the meantime, even though retail
Look at
doesn't
that
actually make them
clanker.
that much money, it's a hand that they get to hold on to for free, which could pay off massively if their dream of comprehensive end-to-end automation comes true. There are
Yep.
also some benefits of having lots of revenue, even if it doesn't necessarily translate into lots of profit. Amazon makes billions of dollars in sales every day, but it doesn't need to pay for the items it's selling for up to 3 months after it has already sold them. This means that the company gets to hold on to a whole lot of cash in the meantime, which is something called negative working capital. In the case of Amazon, though,
working
this is
capital.
billions
I'm
of
learning,
dollars,
Chad,
which
I'm
helps
learning.
with a lot of day-to-day operations. But it is an
That's
additional strain on the
crazy.
fourth big problem they are contending with.
What?
Third-party sellers hate using Amazon. A lot of the products the company sells, they do not own. They are just distributed on behalf of third parties through the Fulfilled by Amazon or FBA service. A lot of businesses selling products online feel forced to list their items on Amazon because that's often the first stop for people that want a convenient online shopping experience. But they would really rather not for 3 reasons. The first reason is that if they are selling generic items, their products are all mixed together with other products with the same SKU, even if they are from different suppliers. This has made counterfeit products extremely common because once they are in the distribution system, there is no way to tell which third party was responsible for the defective items, but whoever happened to take the order will be blamed for it. The same
Oh
problem
my
happens with
God.
returns. Amazon has a growing problem with people taking advantage of its generous returns policy. Some people take this to an extreme by systematically cycling through Amazon accounts to try and get expensive items for free. Now, I'm sorry, but I am not going to teach.
Dude, meanwhile, something electronic of mine broke like 3 years ago, and I had to pull fucking teeth to fucking get it replaced. It literally got fried. Like, the electric circuit board just fucking broke, and then it never turned on ever again, and I had to pull fucking teeth on customer service, fucking harass them, fucking tell them, please, can you fucking do this? And then they finally bucked me. We're like, no, this is gonna be a one-time thing. And I'm like, God, shut the fuck up. I never do refunds. Why is it so hard?
You how to do this, but it
It's like a
generally
couple
involves buying a
$100.
product
I mean,
and
it's a
then
lot of
getting that
money.
money back
Jesus,
without actually
man.
returning it or not returning it in a good enough condition and to go and buy it
Yeah,
at a
on
discount
Amazon,
later.
100%.
I know I sound like a broken record, but a lot of people in America and around the world right now are maxed out on debt and bottomed out on savings. If people can make a few $100 pulling a fast one with some online orders, some are going to do it. When the perceived victim is Amazon and they don't even need to hand back the products in person, people don't feel as guilty
Yeah.
about returns fraud as they would from an independent business. Even when
Same with DoorDash too. People, I've been told that some people do this. They don't do it to local restaurants. They do it with McDonald's, you know, like big chains. Yeah, they do that with them. Generally speaking, of course, there's scumbags that do it to everyone, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, they stick it to the DoorDash and they say fuck it to the McDonald's or whatever.
Most of the time, it actually is the third-party retailer behind the scenes.
And get a little bit of money back.
Since items are hand-delivered to your door, it's often not even worth it for the company to get someone to come and pick an item up again, because then they are paying for shipping twice on an item they probably won't be able to sell again. Every year, the company destroys billions of dollars worth of returned merchandise, which the third-party retailers end up paying for. According to data from Red Stag Fulfillment, this is lower than most e-commerce sales, which average a return rate of 16.9% compared to Amazon's 5 to 15%,
wow,
which it said was thanks to Amazon's investments in customer ratings. However, when businesses handle their own returns directly, they have more control over what happens to the product, which can avoid new customers getting defective repackaged returns. This return rate is also almost double the rate of traditional brick-and-mortar retailers, because getting away with questionable returns is a lot harder in person. For businesses that sell through Amazon, this is a growing strain on their business. And for normal people that just want to return defective items, they now have to jump through more hoops than ever to get it done.
It's funny, I've lived in a couple of different countries, and I can tell you from personal experience, America's a lot more lenient about returns. You just fucking say, like, oh, this thing's broken, and they just kind of, like, look at it, and it's like, it kind of looks busted. And then, boom, you get your refund, right? In, like, other countries I've been to where I had to, like, you know, return something, it's always, like, fighting, like, really bad. Yeah, they're like, man, no, this isn't broken, you're just a fucking idiot. And I'm like, no, it's actually broken, I don't do this very often.
Between customers, shareholders, employees, third-party retailers, and economic realities, Amazon cannot satisfy everybody at the same time. For now, the strategy is to make everybody just a little bit angry while they wait for AI to hopefully pay off. But even if that does, it presents a new problem. If AI takes all of our jobs, who is Amazon going to sell to? Go and watch this video next to find out. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep on learning how money works.
They never do refunds. They just tell you to suck it. Oh man, dude.